My cousin laughed when I brought cupcakes instead of a gift, but she started crying when no one would eat her wedding cake. I walked into my cousin Kendra's wedding reception carrying 2 carefully balanced boxes of cupcakes. The moment Kendra spotted me at the gift table, her face twisted into that familiar smirk I'd seen since we were kids. "Oh my god, seriously? You brought cupcakes?" She said it loud enough for the surrounding guests to hear, her voice dripping with secondhand embarrassment. My stomach dropped. "Kendra, I spent 3 days making these. Everyone else brought actual presents." She cut me off, gesturing dramatically. Then she picked up one of my boxes like it was contaminated. I mean, I get it. Times are tough. Not everyone can afford real gifts. My hands clenched at my sides. "These aren't just some cupcakes. They are my Griffin, honey," she called to her new husband. "My cousin brought homemade cupcakes as our wedding present. Can you believe it?" Several guests turned to look, and I felt my face burning with humiliation and rage. "Kendra, if you'd just try one, it's fine, really," she said with exaggerated pity, placing my boxes off to the side, partially hidden behind a massive arrangement of roses. Not everyone understands proper wedding etiquette. She patted my shoulder condescendingly before gliding away. I stood there shaking, wanting to scream that each cupcake took an hour to perfect, but my throat felt too tight to speak. The reception progressed with Kendra making sure everyone knew exactly how much everything cost. "Oh, Aunt Donnie, the Waterford vase is stunning," she gushed within earshot of me. I grabbed a glass of wine, my hand trembling slightly. "And Cajun, that espresso machine must have cost a fortune." When dessert time arrived, Kendra clinked her champagne glass for attention. "Everyone, prepare yourselves for our incredible dessert spread." I felt my chest tighten with dread. "We have a 5-tier cake from Bellefonte Bakery. That's $3,000 worth of French buttercream artistry, plus macarons, chocolate soufflés, and creme brulee." She shot me a pointed look. "Oh, and some homemade cupcakes from my cousin who couldn't quite manage a real gift." The pity in her voice made my eyes sting with angry tears. "They're artisan cupcakes," I said, but my voice came out as barely a whisper. Her bridesmaids exchanged knowing looks, one whispering, "How embarrassing." My Aunt Opal approached me with that same fake sympathy. "Sweetie, maybe you should take your little cupcakes home. There's already so much professional dessert." "They're not just," I started, my voice cracking. "I know, dear," she interrupted, "but this is Kendra's special day." I stood frozen, watching guests photograph the towering wedding cake while my boxes sat abandoned. My jaw ached from clenching it, trying not to cry from frustration. Then out of nowhere, Kendra's new sister-in-law Carmen, a food blogger, noticed my boxes while reaching for a macaron. "Wait, what are these?" Before anyone could stop her, she'd already unwrapped one. My dark chocolate with espresso Swiss meringue, topped with sugar work that took 3 hours to perfect. She took a bite and her eyes went wide. "Oh my god." My heart started racing, waiting for her reaction. "This is absolutely incredible. Who made these?" She grabbed her phone, already photographing. "The crumb structure is perfect. Is this black cocoa?" "Yes," I said, my voice suddenly finding strength, "with Dutch process for depth. And this buttercream," Carmen continued, "it's not sweet at all. It's sophisticated." Her husband tried one and immediately called others over. "Everyone needs to taste these." Within minutes, a crowd had formed. "There's lavender honey," someone exclaimed, "and brown butter maple." My chest felt lighter with each compliment. The photographer abandoned the official cake to capture people's reactions. "These are from that boutique place downtown, right?" someone asked. "The one with the 3-month waiting list?" Carmen looked at my small card. "Actually, these are homemade by..." She looked between Kendra and me, understanding dawning. "Your cousin made these?" "I did," I said clearly, standing straighter. "I'm a trained pastry chef. I just opened my own bakery." Kendra stood frozen, her mouth opening and closing. "But she couldn't afford." "Couldn't afford?" Carmen laughed. "These would sell for $15 each at any high-end bakery. This is literally a $1,000 gift." "More, actually," I added, finally smiling. "Those are Madagascar vanilla beans in the cream cheese frosting." "She's lying!" Kendra suddenly came charging through the crowd, mascara already starting to run. She probably bought these from some bakery and pretended she made them. She grabbed the remaining cupcakes, trying to throw them on the floor, but Griffin caught her wrist. "Kendra, stop. No, this is my wedding," she screamed, tears streaming down her face. "Everyone's supposed to be eating my cake. The $3,000 cake." She pointed at the untouched 5-tier monument. "Not her stupid cupcakes." Guests backed away, phones out, recording her meltdown. "You did this on purpose," she sobbed at me. "You always have to show off." "Kendra, please." Her mother tried intervening. "She ruined everything." Kendra collapsed into a chair, ugly crying as guests quietly left the dessert table. Griffin stood there helplessly as his new wife sobbed into her hands, her perfect wedding destroyed by her own jealousy.